Right, so on to this count, and we did a little bit of Herblore last night. I've just done my daily challenges and stuff, so we've just got a thieving level from there. We've done something for the mini quests for like the thieving guild. So if we go and do our challenges, brand new week and brand new week rewards. So we've got a couple levels. So we've got level 34 woodcutting, level 6 summoning, and we've also got level 25 thieving. In terms of this week, we've got a dragon dart, which we'll get pretty early in the week, and just your standard sort of loot, so that's pretty good. We'll be able to put those oddments in our pouch. We have enough for one there. As you can see, 27k tokens. Not the most, but I'm hoping when we start working our way through what we've got left of proteins, we'll be able to get some decent tokens from there. So we're going to throw agility dummy with some multi as well. 5 prismatic stars. Oh no, shit, we do want to pick protein shakes. Medium star, not very great these are. Divine willows. 4 agility dummies is a bit too high to turn down. Cinders, huge prismatic lamp. I'm going to go for the protein memories. And we'll just have a peak protein prolonger, so I'm going to use my oddments for that. Yeah, not the best way to wrap it up and end it up, but can't really moan. I am going to use these stars on farming because we're going to do our beehives next. I'm hoping we can squeeze in level 50. 100k divination XP there, so we'll get our way through to level 87. Okay, so we're going to head over to our beehives now and do our loot. I'm hoping a couple of stars will be a nice little jump in XP as well, and we can get to 50. There's 44, that's a good start. Irrit, decent herb. Not quite as good as the other 3 we were talking about the other day, but again, it's expanding the abilities of other herbs we can do. Ooh, level 45. 46. So we managed to do 2 from there. I'm going to loot all of them now, and then I can just replay them afterwards, but we can see what level we're going to get to. Now, I was debating after doing the video based on the beehives and what profit we can do. I think I'm definitely going to include marigolds into my farm run because they're 9k each, but also it allows you to farm some profitable honeycomb. So we can see what that does for us. Watermelon's a pretty good one, probably the best XP for an allotment. Banning snake grass, so that is a very nice upgrade. There goes our bonus XP, but I think it might have done enough for us. There's 49. First large pen as well, so we can move on to cows, which is good. I think we're going to just run a little... Yeah, just run short. 2k off 50 though, but that's good, because we'll definitely be able to get that tomorrow. And then we can actually start setting this account up to the farm run grind, and then it means we'll be able to start earning our reward points for the Garden of Kareed. So I'm just going to fill these up, and I think that's it. I need to do my divine locations, but I need to go and upgrade my axe. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to go back onto Herblore. Pretty confident to get 90 by the end of today. And yeah, that's pretty much this account. The other 2 accounts are pretty much down to about 16 hours each. So this weekend, all the attention pretty much is going to be on this account, and we're going to try and see what we can do, what money we can make, and what we can bring into the account. I need to start sorting out some investments for after bonus XP, just so I've got a direction, and I do think it will probably be Herblore for the rest of bonus XP, and then afterwards we're going to look at crafting with picking up some dragon stones and also picking up some levers, because levers are normally quite cheap. Whenever I bought royal dragon hides off the back of a bonus XP, it's been pretty decent money anyway. So handing in my daily challenges, we have 35 woodcutting, 58 rune crafting, and some more keys, but more importantly, our weekly reward is a desktop dart. And I do think that is the second one in the bank. It's nice that we can rack some up, and we'll do a couple of kills in next when we get to it. So throw all this in the bank, and we can do our keys for today. So we finished our spins. As you can see, nothing too crazy in terms of like loots and stuff. A lot of stuff like the wild cards have gone to the bank. Just got a couple proteins and a couple of stars, which we're going to throw on probably farming, just because the beehives are going so well and want to make sure that we're extending them anyway. But yeah, now let's go back into skilling. So back at the beehives, level 52 farming. Can't believe how well that's going with this bonus XP considering we started at level 19. Beehives are probably something I'm going to continue into my rotation until we get to about level 70 farming, when I think that's when we start being a bit too slow and not really offering much value to us in terms of the farming XP. Now, because we are 52 now, we can definitely start moving into player-owned farms pretty soon. And because we're 52 as well, we've unlocked some of the best herbs to farm in the game as well, which will bring us some nice steady profits in. And I'm hoping over the year, just farm runs alone can pay for our membership for the following year if we decide to take this account even further. But however, we're going to be doing a couple more runs. I'm going to fill up a couple more times on these beehives, basically till the end of bonus XP, and then maybe see where we are then in terms of our farming level and if we need to change anything around and go from there. Now, woad leaves are definitely the play. I know you can make some money with some of the other stuff, but because they're so cheap, there's something I would suggest for you to do. You're after more the XP side than the profit here, because the profit's never going to be massive anyway. There's level 53 farming. I doubt we'll get another one this run, but we'll come back tomorrow no doubt with another farming level. So this is a pretty important landmark for us, and it's something you guys have been suggesting for a little while we should be moving into. And especially in last episode's comment section, it was mentioned a couple of times as well. Why we're not training Invention with what we're looking to be doing anyway. Basically, a couple of reasons. One, we still needed to wait to finish 80 smithing, which we did do, not last episode before. And the main reason is I'm lazy. So that is why we've not done it quicker. But here we are starting the Invention tutorial. Now, what the Invention tutorial basically goes over is how to unlock your gizmos, how to discover stuff, how to basically do your basic level invention stuff, which we won't go through all of it. I'm just talking over the beginning of it as well. Now, invention is important to us because of what it gives us long game. The perks and all the other stuff like that will greatly enhance our lower tier weapons and armors, and it will give us a buff as well with all the benefits we can have both in combat and skilling as well. So it's very worthwhile starting invention as soon as you can really, and that's kind of why we focused on skills like divination, crafting, and to a point smithing quite early on as well. The sooner we can get those 3 to level 80 was the sooner we could unlock invention, and divination out of the 3 was the most difficult to do, which is why we were lamping it from pretty much the early stages of the account as well, to get it to the level it needed to be as early as possible. Now, the way we're going to train Invention is a little bit different from the norm. In the early days of Invention, it was done by powering gizmos and putting loads of perks on gizmos. You'll get XP from that and discoveries and all sorts of stuff like that. We've got a slightly easier way, which has only sort of been accessible since you can use things like proteins and lamps on Invention now. That's the only way we can do things like that. But in terms of this, we'll finish the tutorial and then we'll move on to how we're going to train it. So I mentioned it in the clip before, but we're going to train Invention with the use of protein cogs. Now, the reason we're going to do this is for quite multiple set of reasons, but the main one is because we're not messing around with loads of different things. To be able to do the gizmo method, which was quite a way to power through Invention in the early days, you need a lot of money and you need a lot of time to disassemble things, and I've really not got either, and I don't really want to either. So what we're going to do instead is use protein cogs. Now, protein cogs are going to be AFK, they're going to be easy, and they're going to be free. Really, all you need is some of these protein items, which in terms of promos like this, you're giving them quite easily. Converting them into cogs and then just sitting and AFKing away with cogs. Now, to make the best use of my protein items and my cogs especially, I want to be making sure I'm on world 84 or 99 for the portable world. Now, what I should be getting access to here is the Cinder Core boost, the Pulse Core boost, the Scepter boost as well, and also a coin flip and a persistent rock or something like that. Timed in with a clan avatar boost if I actually got one, and also my premier artifact boost. I'm getting a massive amount of bonus XP just for being on a world skilling with other people. Admittedly, it is one of the toxic places in the world, but you sort of live through it to get the XP. So we're going to be sitting here and AFKing away with the protein cogs. Now, 2 items which did help as well was the protein power-ups, which makes you use your proteins quicker, and the protein prolongers, which basically double the amount of proteins you can do in an instant. So rather than 60, which you can see on your screen, I'll be making 120, which made this account training Invention so AFK, so I can concentrate on the other 2, which are playing for bonus XP as well. Now, just as a bit of a reminder, because there was a couple of comments about it in the last episode, these videos are slightly back. These clips were sort of early November in the last bonus XP weekend. Now, bonus XP is due to come back in the next 3-4 months, so these clips can sort of give you a bit of a notice of what you can pick up and items which you can use for bonus XP, but we are a little bit behind. So until the clips are basically caught up, this is the only sort of content which will be coming on my channel, apart from some other bits which will be extra, but the main thing we'll be seeing is the ult count. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video.